So, entrepreneurial updates. A lot has changed since my last video. My last video, I was considering quitting Camp Gladiator, and towards the end of the video, I was really convincing myself. So, I did quit Camp Gladiator, and I have been these past 2 weeks pursuing my dreams, focusing on my personal brand, my first venture. So, I basically made the decision over the past couple of weeks to listen to my heart once and for all, to finally learn that lesson and start taking the necessary steps to towards my success. So it's been good. I also have realized that I have certain subconscious blocks, such as sort of misconceptions about money, and also holding holding myself back from my own success. And so I've been addressing these things and learning how to break away subconscious blocks and truly believe in myself and my abilities. So I've been breaking down these blocks, and it's amazing. I feel so much different than before. I feel a lot more confident. I feel like I'm a lot more action oriented, and things are much better. But I can't complain. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. I'm on the key, about to work at a cafe, and Sarasota is a small city, so I'm sitting here at a parking spot. I backed into a parking spot, and to the left is a cafe where I know the owners. They're Greek, and they know my family. And then to the right, I also recognized a couple people, so it's such a small city. But anyways, waiting for them to do their thing. Where was I? Oh yeah, so finally following my heart, working on breaking down these mental blocks, these subconscious blocks, to stop holding myself back from my own success, and to just do it, make it happen. So I'm focusing on my ventures, my personal brand. So my personal brand embodies my business ventures. I need to focus on bringing one to the market to make money. So I decided on Neuxist. Neuxist is my online, consists of my online training packages that educate the client how to work out, and much more, but I can't give all those details. But recently, I decided that another one of my ventures could make a lot of money right now, which could fund the early steps of Neuxist and more. And I could get it going really easily. And it's the reoccurring business venture of Simos Catering. My father's spinach pies, selling them, and simply operating out of a local rental kitchen space called the Devon. Get that space, I could get the recipe down packed, make one product, one tray size for now, and offer it to local cafes, because everyone loves my father's spinach pies. And they're really not that unhealthy. If I replace the butter with olive oil, it still tastes amazing, and it's much healthier. There's really nothing bad in it. A little bit of feta cheese, onion, spinach, olive oil, phyllo dough, the base. So if I produce these and approach some local cafes, and I can control the volume on my own. So it's not like I'm selling to the general public. I'm just selling to local cafes who I approach on my own, so I can, manage the volume and start producing a set number roughly every week to sell to the cafes, to sell to their clients, customers. So I could make a good amount rather easily. And then if I wanted to step back, it's easy. I just pay someone to make them, and then eventually have someone take over the management side and the delivery side. So it could be a 2 to 3 man job in the future once I'm making enough, and I can step back completely, give them equity, the person in charge. It could potentially be my brother. If he was interested, let him take it over, manage it, have 2 people working under him that make them for like 3-4 hours a day. He delivers, manages the invoices, and I just step out, take maybe 25% equity, and just have income coming in. So I could literally do this within a year. And in the meantime, I could continue to work on Neuxist. So, and then there's also another venture where I could work with one of my closest friends from high school, where he has a very good position working at a dealership where we both worked at the Ritz-Carlton, We both have a very credible resume in the restaurant industry, hospitality industry. And so he now is basically in charge of making any changes at the dealership to enhance the customer experience. So they will soon be flying him on a private jet to another dealership to do the same thing at another dealership. The owner is a very powerful guy in Sarasota. So I could work with my friend and do sort of a consultation for restaurants, small businesses, with how to increase their customer experience. So that's another thing I want to do. So I'm thinking the consecutive order, I could do spinach pies, then I could do the venture with my friend, because I can control when I do that, once a week, twice a week, just getting a new client and doing a 1-2 time thing and being done, and then just following up, or maybe doing it on an annual basis. So I won't be held back. So spinach pies, get that going, automate it, get that going with him, so I have more income coming in sporadically, and then focus on Neuxist, where I can have money coming from online. So I have 3 different avenues, and I can also leverage that second venture with wherever I am. So I can branch out through that individually once I have the website up, the clients, the success stories. So then if I go to a new city, I could say, my name is Jonathan Simos. I'm a would you like a consultation? I could speak to your staff, set it up, do it on my own. I have all that website, all that credibility and experience backing me. So essentially I could do it in any city. So do you see what I'm saying? I don't want to spread myself thin as I always do. So I'm trying to focus on one thing. I just don't know which one to focus on. I think it will be spinach pies. Get that going because it's the quickest source of income. Then I could put together that other one with my friend. And as I develop Neuxist, and ultimately just do Neuxist. And I still have that platform for consulting that I create for the future. And spinach pie would be automated. See what I'm saying? I know, I sound crazy. But anyways, let's see what happens. New chapter. I have a handful of clients. I actually got a couple more clients still at Orange Theory. Plenty of time and energy to make it happen. Let's make it happen.